Storyweaver Games presents a Kickstarter production. Slaughter, the horror movie making card game.
So to start a typical game of this, first of all, you get together with your friends and you say, what genre of horror movie are we going to play? And in the box, we actually ship two complete genres. One is obviously Surviving the Horde, which is zombie movies. And if you think about it, Aliens was actually a zombie movie. Lots of monsters trying to eat you, lots of people inside trying to stay safe, arguing with each other until they all start killing each other. Great, and then the zombies break in and you run away. Classic zombie movie. But we also ship a slasher movie, which we call Stalking Death, which could be a monster in the forest hunting you, or it could be a serial killer on the loose, or some supernatural being, or whatever.
Does Evil Dead fit into that category?
Evil Dead is an interesting one. Evil Dead is where you blend the two texts together.
Oh, you can do that.
You can absolutely do that, and the decks are designed so that you can mix and match. And there will be supplements for this, for example, haunted house movies and so forth. So the idea is that the director actually figures out roughly the style that they want to play by mixing the deck. But the first thing to do is, as a group, is decide what sort of genre of movie we're playing. So who would like to play a zombie movie?
Sure.
Okay. And then what we're going to do is then you figure out the time and place. So instead of having a rigid, this is what our movie is going to be, I'm going to plot out every single part. No, the joy of this game is the director doesn't know until I get to the table either. So I'm part of this creative process as much as everybody else.
You can have a feeling about where you want to go and just plop it into the genre selected.
Exactly. So let's actually brainstorm that now. What sort of genre? Where's this movie set? When and where?
Let's go for somewhere Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe?
Pride and Prejudice and zombies?
Would you like that?
I would. I actually would like Australia.
Australia?
Like
Australian
Outback?
zombies?
Out in the outback? Yeah.
Out in the outback?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Australian movie, like that sort of
Like the Baz
feeling.
Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Baz Luhrmann made a horror movie. Okay. Shall we set it actually somewhere?
Doesn't he make all horror movies?
Fair enough.
Sorry, that's just my...
Well, why don't we set it somewhere like the Kakadu rainforest, or somewhere sort of really heavy forested or swampy or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So we'll set it in a mangrove swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we want to sort of get an idea of who, for a start, when is this movie made? Like, is this an 80s horror movie? Is it a 90s horror movie? Is it
What about 20s?
the 20s?
Yeah.
The roaring 20s?
It's not going to be very roaring and swamp.
The roaring 20s in Australia in a swamp. That's an interesting answer. Who would go for that? You could be like, we didn't have prohibition in
stretch.
Australia.
No, we didn't.
I don't think so.
It's just straight after the war.
I reckon 80s.
80s?
80s.
80s, make it a
Okay,
bit.
so 80s. So now you're going to see how this thing is negotiated. So 80s, I'll go for 80s.
Negotiate.
I end up
Negotiate.
playing 80s whether I'm meaning to or not. I don't know why.
Okay. And now let's think about the cast. What sort of people are you? Are you young yuppies out for a boating jaunt? Are you scientists on an expedition? What is this?
It's probably not going to have too many scientists in the 80s hanging around the mangroves. Probably more likely.
Could do. Creature from the Black Lagoon was 60s and they can do that.
What
Good point.
about a university group out doing some sort of field work?
Yeah.
University
Like
fit.
that.
Oh, so then we've got really attractive young university students.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So now we've got all of that. Now we actually get to choose the cast. Now, we do have a fairly broad cast, and again, you can mix and match between the genres. These cards are all made out to look like movie posters, but here's the thing. Just because the movie poster looks one way doesn't mean that's actually what your character is going to look like. You can decide that as you pull them from the game. We also have multiple genders for all of the types of characters. So if you want a pure and innocent woman, you can. If you want a pure and innocent guy, you've got that as well. So we're not gender stereotyping all this, because one of the great things with horror movies is they usually explore what it means to be human. So they explore the different ways of being human. And we've really tried to capture that in these archetypes. So I'm just going to go through them. Do we have a pure innocent person in the group? We're going to only have about a cast of 7. Yeah, probably
There's
so.
always a pure and innocent student who goes to university because they don't want
Okay,
to.
male or
Is
female?
are we choosing what will be in our cast
You're
at
choosing the
large?
cast
We're
of
not
the movie.
saying that's the character I'm going to start with.
No,
This
no.
is cast at
I think
large.
they
Just
should be in
general.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so male or female, or both.
We'll probably had one of both.
One of both. I think
One of
that's
both.
good.
Okay, so we got two pure and innocent lovelies.
They're the ones that do all the studying.
So, soldier,
Somebody's got it.
soldier, everyday Joe. That's just the the everyday person. So I would vote for that. Yeah. A journalist. Yeah, we're gonna have a journalism student.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so male or female?
Female.
Okay. Hey, I've got an idea. Do you want to make this one of those? What do they call it? Found footage movies.
Like Blair Witch or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so we'll have. You remember, we're going to limit this to a fairly small cast because we're a low budget movie. Now, the reason I'm doing that is one, I want the movie to be over relatively quickly for us. So I'm giving us basically two and a bit character bodies to go through.
Well, I'm saying that usually.
Although, would you guys be killing off the characters fast?
we can.
Certainly can
Okay,
give it a go.
then we'll make it 9. So let's now look at this. We've got 1, 2,
Well, we could drop a
3,
pure. We've
4,
got 2 pures in there.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
I
let's
would
drop one of the pures.
Okay, so you choose a pure to remove from the game.
I think the boy pure should stay because it's usually
Okay.
always a girl that's
The
pure.
la-
so
the-
let's
the last
turn
boy.
it on
Let's
its head.
mix it up.
Not the last boy, the last boy. Okay, so one of the authority figures I think should also go.
Okay, yeah, if you've got the medic in there, it sort of can be like the technician.
So I'm going to say that the head of the department is that woman there. Okay.
Okay.
So just quickly count how many cards we got. Was that 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, we got to cut
3
some more of the cast.
Probably get rid of the guy. The law.
I get rid of the everyday Joe because we've got a psycho.
Oh, okay. Everyday Joe disappears. Okay. Anyone else?
We need the science. We still got a suit.
So
Let's
get
throw a
rid of
suit
the
in there.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
One more to go.
Who can we do without?
Last of the law, maybe.
Well,
Mix it
I
up.
think
Park
the park
ranger?
ranger is a
I
good.
think
Oh,
that
that's right.
works.
Park
I think
Ranger.
that
Yeah,
works.
you're right. You're right.
Leave the spiritualist in.
Journalist?
Get rid of the journalist.
Journalist? Okay, so it's not a found footage movie. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. So there's our cast.
It can still be a fan footage movie. Everybody has a phone.
In the 80s, though?
Point. No, it wouldn't be. I forgot it was the 80s.
We could make this contemporary. Australia's got a real resurgence of horror movies at the moment.
Sure.
Do you want to do
One day.
today?
For sure. That sounds good.
We'll get out of the 80s.
Okay, so we're going to start
That way I
moving
don't
now.
have to
I'm
put
just going to
I'll
go.
still
I'm just
play
going to
it
go
like
and sit
in the
behind my
80s.
little GMing chair now, and we will get this movie kicked off.
Cool.